Cancer, that is me announcing to the world that you are coming out of your seashell existence and ready to strut your stuff. You're ready to engage your creative energy, your heart, and maybe even go on the lookout for a little sex. So don't let anything bum you out, especially your own thoughts, because there's new adventures and journeys on the horizon. God's already set it up for you, and I know it's twisting and turning in a good way in your heart. So let's not twist it into a knot of negativity, okay? Because the things that are going to do that are not only a little insecurity, anxiety, which is typical, right, for anything when we've come out of tough travels, right? But don't let ideas of competition, especially in the area of love and work, don't let that bum you out, because you need to proudly stride forward in that inner confidence and that wherewithal that you fought so hard to have over these last couple of years, right? And you can really trust in that. That's why the God is giving you the reward. So don't let anything hang you up in being scaredy McGaredy, okay? Even as it's starting to feel good, if the earth shifts a little bit and change, it's all for your betterment, and you can adjust. As a little crab, I think you have 6 legs. So you can really move sideways, forward, backwards, anywhere that you have to, again, just make that adjustment to work with. And don't let anything from the past of shady McGady stuff dictate who you are today, especially if you're feeling like, oh, I got to be a tough person in relationship or work, and I can't let heart come in there. I can be friendly and nice, but you're your own thing. Your cancers are unique where they could use their heart and their business savvy and not be taken. You know what I mean? Especially after the lessons that you have a really good antenna for that kind of BS. So don't buy into any kind of doubt in your own mind about that kind of stuff, because it's all new stuff, like planting new ideas, new relationships, refreshed. Everything is really, it's all out there for you. It's like a big banquet at the table. So you just need to enjoy it. And there's a lot of people coming to join you as well. Okay, so let's go kick it this week, because that's the vibe. And it's kind of the Irish way. It's going to just kick your heels, have that luck of the clover, because it's really shining on you. Use your heart. Don't let anything pass from the fool you, really, because this is such a great guy. He's no fool at all, and neither are you. Okay, so that's a general reading. Let's get into the why I said it for those that are interested in the card. That's you, Cancer, right there. The Queen of Wands is the queen of the creative. She's kind of like at the base, not the base, but the direct significator of what the overall reading is, right? And you're ready to roar. You're ready to attract, again, creativity, inspiration, love, imagination. It's all on hand for you, and that's all your skill set, right? But sometimes she could be a friendly sort of co-worker or boss, let's say, in that, because maybe even in love, maybe you're keeping it a little bit of a distance. Like, I only want to keep it on that professional level. But the king says, it's crossing her. She wants to use her heart. And the queen really manifests when she does use her heart. She's almost, even though she's Leo to me, she's almost like a Cancer as well, because you got that tough exterior, but you're really mushy-mushy in the heart. And that's where your intuition and intuitive nature really lies. So trust it. So let's swing this guy here. And as a collaboration, when we move forward in relationship or work, it's fantastic. You can't get any better than this. And why God is saying, like, don't let any doubts or insecurities, especially competitive ways, get to you. That's a 7 of Wands. And I'll also say this: if you're like launching a business or even a relationship and it needs a refresh, don't be afraid to refresh it, okay? And don't be afraid to put yourself out there if you already have something established that needs that next level, okay? That's what the 7 is, all right? It's all about contemplation, meditation for you to make new moves. And there's no one brighter than the Queen or Cancer when it comes to making, especially in marketing or promotion. There's no one better. Or even making themselves known in the outside world. Like, I'm going to dip one of those little crab legs out into the atmosphere, out into the world, and see how everyone responds. See with my little sexy leg, okay? But you want it, so go get it. And the 4 is why I was saying you could do that with inner confidence for something that you've earned. That's the 3 of Swords. You might have seen that in other decks with the heart with the 3 swords pierced through it. It's literally killing off the authority, the father figure to the ancient tarot, the patriarch, just like family, community, stereotypical archetypical ways that we could be feeling in community and family and just our friends. And you've broken all that. So God bless you. It's never an easy thing, especially because a Cancer doesn't like conflict. But a lot of times that conflict comes from people pushing our character, our integrity, our ethics, and we have to feel like we have to justify our stance. And then we also start to realize, oh, wow, I have this borderline. I don't think that. And maybe that's why in that 10th outcome, we're seeing a little bit of a secret vibe. Maybe being hesitant to like put yourself fully out there, or also say this in the 10th position. If you need to keep things close to your chest, know that you have all the ability to do so. And that's what the Magician is there for you. Okay. So we'll get to him in a second. So the past reflection is a lot of marketing, a lot of advertising, maybe promotion, and just putting yourself out there in general, even in sales, or just you, like dipping that one little couple now crab legs, getting out there and wanting to see how that sun feels on it. And that's a beautiful card. But I'll also say this, if you've got in relationship with the King and you're kind of past reflection now and moving on in that Fool, then that's a good thing, because he's not the best of guys to go out with, or gals, or whatever in relationship, because he's superficial and he wants to stay that way. Great guy, great gal when you want him to like be your friend, or you need that energy to promote yourself and your ideas. He's perfect, and you're leaving that, so you've already done that groundwork. So fabulous. And that's why you're getting the Fool. So I have no doubt you were able to use this guy to your best advantage, because the Fool wouldn't have appeared otherwise. It's a major arcana card, so life lesson achieved, and a new day dawning, coming out of a darker time, right? And he's no fool. He's got that connection to God, because that's what got him through the dark time. So trust it. And God gives you the exuberance, excitement again to go kick it. And when it's combined with the Queen, even the King, and in this guy too, wow, we're just dynamic and magnetic. Where people just are like, woo, drawn to us. And we want it too. We want a little sex appeal. We want to like have that kind of vibe. The devil is addiction. It's sex. It's being your own person, letting that freak flag fly. And that's kind of the overall vibe here. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and being uniquely you, okay? Like a lot of people even feel that way about tarot. So I get it. But you got to be you, and that's the devil. So don't let that bum out the Queen. Whatever you feel like that vibe is, to put yourself out there, or your ideas, trust it, okay? And everyone looks at you as this is how the 8th position is, at 8 and 8. That's awesome, because it's a refresh. And people look at you as ready to move on, but confidently. Again, that inner wherewithal, that stoicism that's only built from having walked the whole other 7 steps of the cups. It's not easy. It's ups and downs. And Cancer does, you love to love and you love to have heart. So it's been a real hard journey, but God, is rewarding you now to say, let's go new places. And that's how other people look at you. So there's a real strength in that. And 9, it's like, I'm a little bummed to see this, but let's get through it, okay? Let's see how to tell you how this is not going to be what you think it is. The 9 is the hopes and fears. Right? So the Star is one of the toughest cards in the tarot to me, because it brings you to your knees, and all you have is hope and faith to kind of get you through it. But it's because it's in our hopes and fears, and when it appears for me in a reading, it's a past reflection. So it's already done. And why I'm saying it's bummer to me, because I don't want you sitting in it. I don't want you on your knees anymore. I want you to stand up, because she's ready to go strut her stuff, get a whole lot of attention everywhere for wherever she wants that. And, we're not living here anymore. And remember, this is what's making this. This is what's making the new ideas, the new adventure out of that reward. So let's leave that, only leave that as looking at it. Wow, I did some really good karma. I was a really good egg. Where am I going to see my wonderfulness? Where am I going to see my magic? Because it's happening. And that's at 10th. If you need to use secrets, like I said, great. But don't feel like, if you want to put yourself out there, that other people are going to be able to lead you down a not a good path, right? Or trying to put the wool over your eyes. It's not going to happen, right? The Magician is there by your side to help you. He's got that universal message from God, and he makes it a material reality. So be the Queen, be the King, be the all these kings. The Fool, just be yourself, because that's where the magic lies. And that's what God wants you to do in that bonus card, is take all that magic. Like Jack and the Beanstalk, you've got the magic beans, the gold coin, the rich fields, all the potential for tomorrow's harvest. And it's on hand this week. Again, this might as well be 4-leaf clovers everywhere. That's how lucky you are.